Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 most developed countries in the world 2024. What does it mean to live in a developed country? You can imagine anything you want, whatever it is, as living in a developed country provides you with all what you may need for living a luxurious life. In the developed countries, you can enjoy excellent education, perfect healthcare, high average life expectancy, economic welfare, peaceful life, high standard of living, a large number of job opportunities, amenities, recreational facilities, and extreme happiness, in contrary to least developed countries. Is there anything else that you may dream of for yourself and family to live happily? How can you tell how developed a country is? There are different criteria that are used for ranking the most developed countries in the world, but the most common one is the HDI, which is short for Human Development Index. Developed by the United Nations in the early 1990s, it measures a country's social and economic development. More specifically, it looks at 4 areas: expected years of schooling, mean years of education, gross national income per capita, and life expectancy at birth. Which countries have the highest HDI? What sets them apart from other nations? Let's discover more about the top 10 most developed countries in the world. Ranking the following countries is based on the Human Development Index, which is usually referred to as HDI. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 most developed countries in the world 2024. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 most developed countries in the world. Number 10. The Netherlands. The Netherlands is a developed country with a high standard of living for most of its residents. It also has a robust economy with a GDP per capita of $57,700 and a GDP of $1.01 trillion. In fact, it's one of the highest earning countries in the world. The Netherlands has an infant mortality rate of 4 deaths per 1,000 live births. Their average life expectancy is also high at 81 years. While their environmental quality is below average compared to other countries, the life and health expectancies are comparable to those of other developed nations. The Netherlands also ranks high in terms of work-life balance, with nearly 0%, compared to the global average of 10%, reporting they are in the office for long hours. Number 9. Germany. Germany has the strongest economy in Europe and the 4th largest economy in the world, one that's driven by a highly skilled workforce. It's also known for delivering world-class quality products such as pharmaceuticals, machinery, electronics, and motor vehicles. While its economy is expected to contract by 0.3% in 2023, it's forecast to recover to 1.5% in 2024. In 2019, Germany had the 2nd largest surplus economy in the world, only behind China, with exports exceeding the number of imported products. Due to rising food and energy prices, however, this changed for the first time in 2022 since the early 1990s. By the end of the year, however, it had regained its surplus economy. As of 2024, the country has a life expectancy of 81 years and a low infant mortality rate of 3 deaths per 1,000 live births. The country also offers universal healthcare to all its citizens. In fact, nearly all Germans belong to a sickness fund that covers most necessary medications and medical procedures. Number 8. Ireland. Despite its small population, Ireland has a high GDP per capita of $100,170. Not only that, but they also have the 5th highest GDP per capita in the world. Over the past decade, the country has also offered favorable tax treatments, which has led many multinational corporations to set up shops in the country. Due to OECD agreements, however, they announced in 2021 that they would be increasing taxes in the near future. As of 2024, the services sector makes up 60% of the country's GDP, with the agriculture industry making up the remaining 39%. Their life expectancy is 82 and they have a low infant mortality rate of 3 deaths per 1,000 live births. The country also has a highly skilled and well-educated workforce that has attracted long-term foreign investment. Not only that, but they've also invested a substantial amount in education. Residents are also entitled to a variety of public health services, including hospital care and medical treatments for free or at reduced cost. Number 7. Sweden. Sweden is a developed country with a diverse export-oriented economy. The value of exported goods is higher than the value of imports. Not only do they have a high standard of living, but they also have a high GDP per capita of $61,000. While they have the highest income tax rate worldwide, they also have one of the lowest unemployment rates and are known for having a high quality of life. Like many European countries, Sweden also offers free healthcare and higher education to all of its citizens. The average citizen enjoys 20 years of free education, which contributes to their overall well-being. The country also has a life expectancy of 82 and infant mortality of 2 deaths per 1,000 live births. Compared to other countries, Sweden is also known for its progressive policies on environmental sustainability and gender equality, 2 factors that contribute to its developed country status. Number 6. France. France is a wealthy, high-income country, one that has a highly developed social market economy, one that's led by pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, and tourism. They also have multilateral efforts that are aimed at promoting economic development and reducing poverty. Compared to other countries, France also scores higher on the Better Life Index. Not only do individuals enjoy an outstanding work-life balance, but they also offer great public services. Healthcare is also affordable and accessible to all legal residents, including those who are currently unemployed. Their life expectancy is also high at 83 years, which is 2 years higher than the OECD average of 81. Number 5. Australia. Australia has one of the biggest mixed market economies in the world. Their major sectors include mining, health and education, finance, construction, and manufacturing. Their economic growth is also higher than any other advanced nation. Not only does the country have a high standard of living, but they also have a high gross domestic product and per capita income. Life expectancy is also high at 83.2 years, which isn't surprising given their public hospital system, which provides free or low-cost treatments for all citizens. If anything, there's little to no cost sharing at all. Number 4. Denmark. Denmark is ranked as the 4th most developed country in the world by Human Development Index, HDI, since the score that it got is more than 0.900. What makes Denmark ranked among the highly developed countries is that it has a modern mixed economy which is highly developed, is ranked as the 19th country in the world in GDP, PPP, per capita, which is $68,794, has the highest level of income equality, ranked high by workers' rights and economic freedom, is the Europe's easiest place for doing business, has the freest labor market, offers low costs for establishing business and has high standard of living. The life expectancy in Denmark is 79.5 years to be 77 among men and 82 among women. Number 3. Canada. Canada is a highly developed country with one of the largest economies worldwide. For one thing, its economic base is incredibly diverse. It has a wealth of natural resources including gas, oil, and coal, which allows it to support its own energy needs. It also exports these resources to other nations including the United States. They also have large mining, manufacturing, and real estate industries, and are home to some of the world's largest tech hubs. The tech sector is also constantly growing thanks to a large and diverse talent pool. That's not all, they also spend more money on education compared to other countries. Healthcare is also free as it's considered to be a fundamental right. Number 2. Belgium. Belgium is a developed country with a modern, highly advanced economy. It also has very high standards in terms of education, healthcare, and quality of life. The country was also one of the first in Europe to undergo the Industrial Revolution. While GDP growth has slowed in recent years, its economy, based on the service and industrial sectors, is incredibly well developed. They are also a world leader in the chemical and plastics, metalworking, pharmaceutical, and food industries. On top of that, they're one of the biggest processors of radium, zinc, cobalt, lead, and copper. Number 1. Norway. Norway is one of the most prosperous countries in the world and is often considered to be the most developed. Not only do they have a well-educated labor force, but they're also rich in natural resources such as gas, oil, and minerals. That's not all, they also have a surplus in forests and hydroelectric power. Its rich economy is also why it has such a high living standard. For one thing, they have a free and accessible healthcare system. Access to higher education also leads to higher employment and lower unemployment rates. So, which is your favorite countries among the top 10 most developed countries in the world 2024? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite countries among the top 10 most developed countries in the world in the comments below. I'd love to read them and I'm sure others would too.